castor oil compress. And the castor oil compress can be applied to different parts of the body for different reasons. Castor oil is an oil that penetrates deeper than any other oil, and wherever castor oil penetrates, it breaks up lumps, bumps, congestions, adhesions. So let me show you how it's made. So you need to have several thicknesses. See, I've got quite a few thicknesses there. And you have a plastic backing. This is what I do. And then you pour the castor oil on. Now, castor oil is very, very thick, as you will see. So I put it on, and the reason I'm putting it on early in our lecture is because that's going to take a little while to soak in. So I cannot hold that up for you. But you might see that it's just sitting on top. And notice that I've just covered about a third of the area. So we're going to let that just sit because it will soak in. By the time we'll have a little bit of a break halfway through our demo this morning, you can come and see. So if you were to put that on right now, the oil would just splatter everywhere. So you need to do it about half an hour before you're going to apply it and allow it little by little to soak in. Where would you apply the castor oil? It will break up a bone spur. That's probably the hardest thing it can break up. If the bone spur's been there 3 years, it might take 3 months of application to break up the spur. If the bone spur's been there 3 months, it may take 3 weeks of application to break it up. So it all depends how long it has been there. So just keep applying it little by little. Will the castor oil break up a bone? No, it will not. Remember Psalm 104 verse 14, God gave herbs for the service of man. Basically, the castor oil just works with the needs of the body. It goes where it needs to, and a bone spur is an unnatural formation. It's a calcium deposit that's built up on the body, so the castor oil can break that down. Also, it can be used for cataracts. 1 drop of castor oil in the eye. Now, guests have told me very difficult to do that. And so here's an easy way to do it. You just put castor oil on your finger and you just wipe it over your eye and your eyelashes and you blink and it will penetrate through the eyelid and it'll also come a little bit in through the lashes. A lady got back to me. She said she'd be doing it for 6 months and she went back to the doctor and she said, the doctor couldn't believe it. My cataracts are actually reducing. That's with the castor oil. Now, if it's not going to do it, you've lost nothing. It's very, very safe. So you can use it for cataracts. You can use it for bone spurs. You can also apply it to the abdomen for constipation. It'll penetrate very, very deep and break up congestion there. I met a lady who cured her irritable bowel with castor oil compresses. So this is probably not a big enough compress. I won't hold it up because it's still going everywhere. It will go everywhere. That's probably not a big enough compress for me. That'd be a nice size for Jeremy. So for a chest, and you can apply it to the chest and it'll break up congestion in the chest. So for the chest, you probably want an area about that big to apply to the chest. For the abdomen, an area maybe about that big. So when you apply it to the abdomen, it's hip to hip, belly bone to pubic bone. That's about the area. And then you always cover it with plastic. What plastic does is it keeps it from spoiling your clothes. Also keeps it warm and prevents chilling. I was asked, what did they do in the old days before plastic? Well, in one old book said they used oiled silk. And another old book said they just used woolen squares, so you can use either. And as you'll notice with this, I won't hold it up, but you'll notice in other ones that I do that you make the plastic a little bit bigger than the poultice. I wanted to set that up so that by the break you can see what that does.
Did you say how long you leave it on?
How long would you leave it on for? At least 5 hours a day. Some people wear it overnight. Some people would prefer to just put it in their clothes and wear it through the day. I told the story of the lady last night, the doctor from South Australia, whose lump in her breast had reduced 1 centimetre in 1 month using castor oil. And what is very handy is to get a little panty liner. It's very, very absorbent and it's got plastic backing. Put the castor oil on that, and again you apply it and you just leave it there. You just leave it there for half an hour, and just slowly let it soak in. And then a woman just puts it in her bra. Now, because it's not drawing anything out of you, it's just a vehicle. It's just a vehicle to hold the oil so that it can go into you. So about every 24 hours, maybe 36 hours, you might put a little bit more castor oil on. You'll get to know when it's starting to feel a little bit dry. If you put too much on, you're going to get castor oil dripping everywhere, and that is no fun. So you'll get to know. Necessity is the mother of